on written truth and integrity.
Hi guys.
There's a lot to it.
Just hanging
you're
there.
together.
We were here.
There they are.
The
Hi.
Kerpal. Sometimes it was Rob making comments.
Wonderful. Hi, rocking along, man. Hi, Rob.
Hello, guys. Great to see
Hi.
you. Hello, Robert. I like you already. What a name.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
I think Robert Redford had it good before us, and Robert Goulet certainly did okay in his
There
life.
you go.
But if they can see us now.
There you go.
If ever I would leave you.
Hey, Kate.
Oh.
You look like a man who's been doing triathlons for a while. You are so fit. I am in awe of your fitness.
How can you tell? You're only looking at my face. Come on, don't bullshit me. You're a big bullshitter, you know, Rob.
When you hang
see
out with
my
guys
face,
like
you can tell.
when you hang out with guys like Kerpal, trust me, you look much better.
I hardly work out actually.
I'm actually very lucky because Key is in KL. Unfortunately, we can't meet
Why?
That happens.
Yeah.
because of the barrier.
Tahira, real quickly, just
gotta
from
be 3 feet
we
apart,
got the
is it?
light on. Is it too much light? Are we whited out?
We are.
No, you're perfect.
Yeah.
You're perfect.
Perfect. Oh my
Oh, you're
God.
fine, you're fine. We can see you well.
All right.
So
All right.
so here's one of
Okay.
the things the photographer said to me. So for anybody who's joined us for this closing, sometimes it's a little bit about camera tricks. You
Yes.
want good voice and good pickup. But I was also told if you get a really good bright light, what happens is all the fine lines disappear, darlings.
There you go. Okay.
I
So
see.
Kerpal. It may
Yep.
work also for the fine lines that are actually called your beard.
Oh, you don't my dear? You don't like my dear?
I think your beard's
Love your
spectacular.
beard. Love your
Darling,
beard.
darling, I have the white hair, you have the white hair. You know, it's just
Yeah. So you want me to turn on the other light as well? Or
No, no,
what?
you're fine. You're fine.
no, Kerpal,
Okay.
you're brilliant. You're brilliant.
Don't go away. Don't go away.
Don't mess with the tech. You're here.
Don't.
Okay.
Three gentlemen, stoically done, well done, and
Thank you.
rating of excellence. So good job, you guys. Love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
That will be like a Star Trek episode to go back and go over again and again and again.
Yeah, it is
I
fun.
know my panelists were fantastic. I mean, you know, Robert and Chai, yeah. I mean, they were both on a roll.
And just as we move into move out of the last panel and move into the closing section of this amazing 3 days
Yep.
of the Golden Door Awards, what I loved as the final panel was the depth of conversation about what's truth and integrity and what's showing up and how
Thank
the
you.
power of the world works and some of the true choices that we're making in taking our word out and expressing it. I mean, it's the only panel that I was listening to where people were talking about the practical reality. There's things called law and enforcement in prison.
Yeah.
And it's a very meaningful thing when people for showing up. And so I wanted to thank Chai and Robert for sharing the truth of some of the harder parts of the written word. Because
Wonderful.
it's hard enough writing and expressing, but to tackle and show up when there's this bigger ramification, you know, totally hats
Right.
off because it adds to it.
Yeah.
So,
And I
You
also
had
want to
weight.
apologize to all the people who submitted very beautiful comments and questions, but that we
Yes.
couldn't entertain given the time constraints. But thank you guys for being so wonderful in terms of actual participation. Thank you.
well, it's been absolutely amazing. Now, Rob,
Yeah.
here we
Yes.
are.
Yes, we are.
It's
Are we on with everyone? Just curious.
yes, we have people joining us for closing. For
Yeah,
the
yeah, we
completion.
have people here. There are more coming in. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Excellent.
You continue.
So I'm just listening. Look, we want to pay homage to our friends who are in New Zealand. Obviously, you know, they're a couple hours in front of us, so it's getting on midnight plus. Great to have you on board as our partners, our ambassadors in New Zealand. Also in Australia, of course, the Eastern Coastline, which is now 10:30 at night. And as we move through Singapore and Malaysia, of course, Cambodia, here in the Southeast Asia marketplace, and move right on over to South Africa, Zimbabwe, and then towards the UK and Germany and Finland and Scotland and the Great Britain and obviously our friends in
and Denmark
North America
and
and
Switzerland and
Canada. Richard, hello in Canada. And we really have to do a big shout out to Jerome yesterday because At 4 o'clock in the morning, he has got a tie on,
I
and
know.
Yeah.
He was looking so
he was
good.
ready for an
He
interview
was super
with,
special. Yeah.
you know, the Obama administration to move forward and being our ambassador in Singapore. He looked fantastic. So, and of course, our man from Tennessee this morning, Kent, and everybody. So, Joe, it's been a great time, and it's just great to have everybody on board. So, in 48 hours, we've moved from Saturday night to Sunday night, our workshops, our agendas, and we have so much to be thankful for. In fact, I've got something to show everybody.
Wow.
This is one of my favorite fruits in Asia. Those
Right.
of you who know it well will know it not as a giant lemon, but it's a passion fruit.
Passion fruit. Yeah.
The
Nice.
passion fruit doesn't have to work on being passionate because it already is.
Passion fruit?
However, to move more passion, the grocers make it very interesting.
There you go. Fantastic. There
And
you
when
go.
you walk by a passion fruit in the fruit shop,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
It's a mango for those of us who know.
Yeah. Beautiful,
There we
right?
go. Anyway,
Beautiful.
the key thing is
Creative.
marketers make it easy to pick it up because they make it so much fun.
There you go.
And this entire conference has been about people and, of course, processes and writing and showing up. But your passion has been there all the way through, and the fun aspect has come through. And some very serious topics. Our workshop today that Tahula
Beautiful.
chaired for the children and what's going on.
Yeah.
That was a very heavy topic, and lots of kudos to
Very nice, though.
people on the panel.
Wonderful
Joe?
chat.
We have, okay, so just so for those of you who are here right now, I just want to give you a swift overview of the agenda for this final closing section. Firstly, Rob and I are going to go through and recognize the awardees and the nominees for the honorary mentions for this year's Golden Door year 2, 2021. We've got some things to share that Andrew's leading, so we're absolutely delighted that he's up here on stage today. Andrew, you are looking sharp.
There's Andrew.
Beautiful,
Yep.
beautiful Monday. I'm feeling glamorous. I've got velvet on, darling.
Mine's just
glam.
cotton.
Yeah, and blingy earrings because
There
that
you
helps
go,
too,
Andrew.
right?
Yeah. Hi.
I mean, it's a closing ceremony. Tahira always has the style and things like that.
Looking
so.
good, girl.
Yeah,
Lady of excellence.
She's already in flow. And then we're going to invite Tahira to go and share some of her thoughts and words, both as founder, host, and the person who has been so instrumental to creating Golden Door, the Golden Door Awards, this entire program and process that we've been behind. And then, as one should do, at that stage, we're going to say, charge your glasses, whether you would like to go and do it in the form of a healthy glass of water, or because you feel like you should charge a glass. There you go.
We'll catch up with
You
those
do
beers
things.
later, Kerpal, but
2
Then-
minutes.
they're on ice.
Then what we're going to do is to create a structure so that we've got breakout rooms so that we can get together and connect and talk with various people from all over the world.
That's right.
So
That's how
that
it's
we've
going.
got another one. So, oh my God, and what gorgeous Melanie's going to be here. Awesome.
Hey, Melanie. Oh, we're in awe of you, young lady. And we are going to have a shout out because Melanie, hello, gorgeous.
Hello, how's everybody? Well done, everybody.
Spain and England. Awesome.
So sexy, man. So sexy. Now, for those of you who weren't with us on Saturday night and were through the last couple of days, we're in Singapore, Joe and I. We've known each other for many, many years, going back in the mid-2000s, working professionally here and through Australia, of course, and overseas. But to have had the opportunity to meet Tahira separately through our connections, professionally and personally, has been such a joy. And to have worked over the last 2 years in this context, from the startup of the Golden Door Awards and, of course, the writing process and getting this whole thing off the ground. The plans were much different before COVID. In, of course, March 2020, we were going to have this massive event.
MBS, darling. Let me
Marina
just say,
Bay
lamb.
Sands, the most amazing, conference venue on the planet, now worth 15 billion with a B. Now that is,
Yeah.
how many thousands, millions, and a billion? That's right.
There's 9 zeros.
There's a lot of
A lot of zeros.
It's a place to be. It's a place to go. And it's a lot of fun.
Oh
So
my God.
we're so pleased to have this conference online for the second year and have it pulled off. And so many of you joining us overseas and here in Singapore, of course, where we're at right now. And let's get on with it, Joe, because we could be talking for a long
Look,
time.
it's excitement. And one of the fun things about when we're in judge mode, of course, we're in more serious mode. But when we're in MC mode, we can let the energy just like bounce out. Anyhow, back into judge mode. Okay. So firstly, I'm going to focus on the book ones, and Rob is going to focus on the essay. And then Kirpal, if you could be the one who speaks and brings forward the names of the awardees on the poetry, that would be fantastic. So I would like to say my deepest congratulations and great thanks to those of you who put books in for the Golden Door Awards, and a particular mention for the shared third place that went to Annette Greenwood and Sidra Ansari for their books, because they were both very, very powerful books, and to have a joint third is really, really stunning in a year with so much challenge. And frankly, even trying to get the book shipped to us was a challenge, but they managed to do it. So we're
Great stuff, Annette. Thank you so
completely
much.
wrapped.
Beautiful.
And I'd like to highlight as honorary mentions, because there were very, very powerful messages, and the people who showed up as authors, we wanted to have them stand out and recognize them. That's the honorary mentions here. So we have Vidi Madia. Rob is going to be propping books up in parallel. There we go, Vidi. Next one, Safira Younes, who we have one from India. So Sarifa is in Australia, but was formerly from Malaysia. Lorna Munro from UK, though actually because she's Scottish, she'd actually point out that she's from Scotland, and that's a different part of the world. We won't go into any separation conversation at this stage. Richard Karnakic from Canada.
Toronto, we love the Blue Jays.
Which is
Wonderful.
Pretty cool place. I live near Toronto as a scrubby bit. And Adriana Rosso Angulo, my gosh, sorry about that.
She could be Italian.
I know, and
She
my
could be
Italian and Spanish is not having
Yep.
so my apologies to that.
We'll be
Adriana.
drinking the Reds for you tonight.
So, because one of the beautiful things about this year, we have two women who've been recognized in this process that both represent Latinas and whose background comes from Latin America, even though they're currently living in the US. So we've added our next continent in. I'd like to highlight Gillian Moxham, who is in New Zealand, who wrote a amazing War and Peace, stunningly deep piece. And it's probably not here because it's probably after bedtime in New Zealand.
But Gillian, we will catch up. We will catch up. You are so, we know your story, your background, how you showed up. You've got the goods. We are so proud of you. And it has not been an easy journey, but you are at a focal turning point for the better. And your piece was fabulous. Thank you.
And I like to say every one of these people who are honored is because you have power in what you've said and who you are. And last but definitely not least, Ingela Johansson from Sweden and Singapore. Absolutely love it. And I look forward to when you and I get to be another art exhibition together.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Okay.
Okay, now on to the essays, my dear.
Essays.
In punchy quick time. Back into MC mode.
It's tough being here, folks. It's tough being here. Valeria Allo in the USA, first place, absolutely fantastic job. I want to rename that one the Paradox, of course, but the Hispanic Paradox, fabulous. Gabby Jurgens, if you're on up in the northeast like Valeria, so pleased to have you. Second place, essays and blogs, congratulations. Honorary mention, Gladys Matsupatsi Shumbanberi in Zimbabwe. We love your stuff, love your showing up. You're just great, and you look great in purple. Cleopatra's favorite color, by the way. Purple did well during the Egyptian era. And Janna Frye, our dear friend, who's absolutely, we met and known many years in Singapore. She's traveling, she's been in Italy, and I think she's in Malta right now. And we trust you're well and having a great time there. But fabulous job, all of you. We really appreciate your big effort. Back to you, Joe.
Wonderful. Okay, Kirpal, if you could take us through and share and honor the two awardees in poetry.
I'll leave it to you, Joanne, to announce the winners themselves in terms of the names. But may I say that poetry is probably one of the more difficult areas of creative writing. And it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of thinking before you revise even a punctuation mark. Because a comma in a poem means very differently than a comma means in an ordinary prosaic kind of sentence. So all those of you who submitted those beautiful poems to the award competition, I would say congratulations, because even to submit a poem takes courage and a lot of confidence and a lot of inspiration as well. And so because we are seekers of truth, I think it is important that most of your poems reflected the honesty and the integrity of what we are all seeking for, a kind of global golden truth. And I will leave it to Joanne to help me announce the winners of the poetry section.
Absolutely wonderful. So the first place winner this year for Golden Doors 2021.
Drum roll.
Drum rolls. Hari Mohan Saxena.
Hari, congratulations.
Congratulations. And then second place, Janna Frye. Absolutely wonderful. So all in all, absolutely amazing. And if you ever have the opportunity to read and look at any of their works, I'd highly recommend it. Now, I know we're a little bit under the managing the time thing. So I would like to turn and say thank you so much, Andrew. I completely and utterly adored the generative dialogue process that you so graciously have taken us through more than once, and I suspect there may be future runs of this particular process. But I understand that you have offered to run a workshop for everybody on the 20th of September. Is that correct?
That's absolutely right, and it's open to anybody that's been on this session together. And I still haven't quite exactly landed on what we're going to do, but I have a feeling it's going to be about friendship.
Wonderful.
It's about friendship, because I think what has come through to me from working with Jira and from the panel and from all that's happened so far is that we are all itching to go to change the world. But to change the world, we need friends. We can't do it alone. And how do you befriend those that you're just getting to know on this whole passion week, if you like, of things that are being shared? And how do you walk together as friends? And I think friends are going to change the world. So that's my kind of sense. I think the workshop will probably be about friendships and relationship. You want is the subtitle is how to build a relationship bridge with someone else. Wow. Come in pairs or come on your own. We'll pair you up if that's going to happen.
You never know. It could be the spark that adds new to your life. Andrew, that sounds absolutely gorgeous. I think over the years of the ups and downs that, I mean, many of us are of an age where we can say life has happened more than once. The friendships and the relationships are the enduring piece that truly, truly last and take us through. So I think that is just absolutely gorgeous. So thank you very much to everyone. Mark your diaries for September the 20th, because that will be absolutely key and a magical moment for you. Now, I'm aware that Tahira had some words she'd like to say. I know she'd like to be able to say them while there's a few people who are here.
Wait. Soon, we'll be able to take some of these things across the globe and see each other. It's called an airplane. I know some people haven't been into it lately, you know, but there is going to be a time coming up really soon. In the meantime, we're going virtual. If you're in Singapore and you're here, we can get together, and let's do that as quick as possible. Now, finally, as she said, we want to turn it over to people, but I wanted to recognize and say hi to Michael Yap, who's come on. Hello, Michael. Great to have you.
Hi, Michael.
Once again.
Good evening, everyone.
All the support from everybody. Ria, Abel, El Asal, and of course, Melanie Malvin, who's on. So let's turn.
Absolutely.
They say the best man for the job is a woman.
Of course.
So we're going to turn it over to that woman.
Woman with steroids. Bishop, it's gorgeous to have you here, and we look what it feels right for your camera to also be on, so we can have the glory of your presence in both forms.
There you go. But
right now, I would like to turn it over to Tahira, and as both a judge and an MC, I have been so honored to be part of the Golden Door Awards in this process, and would like to, as we move into this stage of the closing of year 2.
Over to you, young lady.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to our most amazing MCs and judges. Thank you for holding my book through the Golden Door. I don't need it to be promoted, actually. No promotion been asked for. Okay, so I've been rushing these two. I said, you gotta rush, because I want to start off. I need to honor a lot of people. But I have to start off with one person who has to leave soon. And that person is Andrew Chua of Authentic Business. He's got a meeting coming up. So as I said to Joanne, I need some time to honor him. I'll tell you a little bit. This was about 2.5 years ago when I think it was just an idea. And I was introduced to Andrew through a spiritual group, actually. And of course, not knowing, I had an idea and I wasn't too sure what was happening. He was the mentor right from the beginning, including Kirpal. Don't look like that. Don't look like that. Including Kirpal, okay? But he trusted what I shared with him fully about the concept, just like Kirpal, fully. And he said, I will walk with you. Taught me the concepts, spiritual business concepts, leadership. I went for his programs. He sponsored it. He taught me, messaged me, updated me. It has been like 2 years of guidance from him. Prayed together with me, meditated together with me. When I faced setbacks, he said, I saw the light in you. I'm still walking with you. Because you will get attacks. Because what you're holding is not about you. You're holding something which is beyond you. It's about us. It's about the community. So you will get attacked. The last 2 years, 2.5 years, I lost so many people. I'll tell you this, I almost gave up. I lost 2 of my best friends. I lost my godfather. I lost my father, which is, I understand parents need to go, but I lost my 2 best friends who were about my age. I was just really embattled at the soul level. Then also financial losses, begging, because it's just like Key was saying, when you're doing something different and new, sometimes you have to start as a beggar. And people don't believe you sometimes. They think, what is this? How do you measure this? Who's going to support this? It's, so you have to be a beggar, unfortunately. So yeah, the spiritual mentorship, the advisor, the heroine's journey I was going through, Andrew was along the way with me. And then with Israel Yolamadi, who's not here. And also praying with me when my family members were going through losses, praying with me on that, sorting out my personal life and this. And then sponsoring workshops. I mean, they sponsored how to run a generative dialogue for all the panelists. Who does these things? I don't know who does these things, but last year sponsored a workshop on, what was it about? But find your purpose. Again, just coming in, doing it. Whatever I asked him, just did it. No, not even a question. It's just walked in faith and giving messages. This is what you need to do. This is what he's discussing whenever. This is an ultimate person, ultimate. I have 100% faith in Andrew. I would tell him anything and everything. And I want to honor him because he's a friend for life. And Authentic Business is a partner for life. It's no longer just Golden Door. Golden Door is a door, opening the door to go Authentic Business. We're one. He already messaged me just now what was going to be the future. He's prophetic. He can see. He says, okay, this is the next step. He's already messaged me. This is the next step. This is how committed this man is, and his team. Brought his team to support Golden Door. You think this is easy to organize this? No, he brought his team to support. They handle the technical side. They handle other things also. So, ultimate gratitude to Andrew Chua, friend for life, mentor for life, brother, and friend of everybody who's part of Golden Door. Friend of all the ambassadors, friend of the judges, friend of the new leaders who are the winners. You are the new potential leaders. Just as he trained me up, I see authentic business training up. The truth writers become the new leaders because he trained me up. So that's
I'm
what
blushing to hear it. I don't know what to say. I wasn't expecting this at all.
From my heart. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm going one by one. Huh? Okay. Next person is Kirpal Singh, Dr. Kirpal Singh. Kirpal, don't blush. You're already very wet.
The beard covers it. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a man who, again, I message him every day. You know, and sometimes he tells me things and I tell him off because I don't believe in what he says sometimes. You know. Yeah. They're on opposite sides. I'm a scientific trained person, mathematician. So I like to quantify things. And I also am spiritually led. I see in the spirit, just like Andrew. But he is a pure literary philosophical. So he always gives a philosophical answer to everything. And I need justification. So anyway, but that's a nice compliment. But Kirpal is the sustainer of Golden Door. He's like the pillar. He sometimes doesn't remember things. He knows that, and I do raise the issue, but it doesn't matter. It's all right. He is the sustainer. He's like the one up there, you know, looking in. And then when anything happens, he says, Tyra, have you sorted this out? Well, are you doing this right? No, this needs to be sorted out. This, you know, he is that sustainer. Yeah. And I learned the word sustainer from Andrew. Of course, Andrew's been teaching me so many things about leadership, the authentic leadership. So Kirpal knows everything. I tell him everything, and then he tells me upfront about everything. So he also said to me, "Are you sure this can happen?" I said, "Well, I'm just led. Sometimes I don't even know. I'm on at the edge of a cliff, and I don't know what's on the other side, but I just walk. That's me. I'm a risk taker. I've always been like that, and I'm a rebel. Ask my parents; they'll tell you. My father used to complain that I say this, and Tyra says the opposite. So that's me. And my mother would always say, Tyra's the one from the child. I would always want to break everything apart because I want to know why does this work this way? I want to know this. That's me. So
Then it become a Malaysian.
I've broken a lot of things, by the way, a lot of broken things. I was called Tyra the Terror as a child because they would take me to anybody's house and I would break up the lights. I just want to know, how does it all work? I want to know about the universe. That's why I took up mathematics in my degree, because I want to know how the universe works. Father was not too happy about that. It's what are you going to do with a mathematics degree? Anyway, that's another story. So Kirpal is the person, also a friend, a lifetime friend, mentor, sustainer, Golden Door. He's the one who looks from the sky, the clouds. He's looking in all the time. You can't make him, in there, but he has to be looking in all the time. And Kirpal, I honor you, and I trust you completely. And I said that to you a number of times.
Thank you.
I have said that to you, right?
Thank you.
And I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Okay. Everything that I do is heart driven. I don't believe in the corporate style. I believe in the corporate style in terms of getting certain, structures and all that, but not in the corporate style of removing the empathy and taking on the immediate results. Sure. There is a family. Okay. And of course, a lot more I can say about Kirpal. It'll go on for a long time. Enough, yeah. So next is Joanne. Okay. Joanne, I don't even remember how we met. But oh yes.
Just suddenly we knew each other.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah, my goodness. I was just coming out into writing. I was just coming out. I just published my book. I think I met you when I just published my book and I was going into speaking. And I know I am not a speaker. I have never spoken publicly, ever. I hate public speaking. So my first time of actually speaking was with Joanne. It was my first public speaking with Joanne and Dave Rogers at that time. So I was being trained up to speak. Me. Yeah. So I was doing the workshops, and Kirpal also came in for those she says, he says workshops. And Joanne was again supporting in that. And I shared the concept with her. And immediately she was interested. And she, we've both gone through ups and downs in our lives. She's gone through her sufferings. I've gone through my sufferings. And she has been there sustaining as a judge. And now she will be the chief judge, Golden Door 2022. Just
Wonderful.
Like she's the chief judge for Golden Door 2022.
As they say, standing on the shoulders of giants, Kirpal.
Thank you.
You led the way.
I'm honored. Thank you very much.
Yes. Very committed. She knows what to do. She's very structured. She's also very creative. She's the Renaissance woman. Again, I see her as a reflection of myself in that way. I see others as a reflection of myself. Kirpal is also one of those. So also spiritually led, also business-minded, also led by empathy and compassion. This is the essence of Golden Door. And Joanne, I trust fully with the judging. She has been doing it excellently, leading it with the support of Rob and the others. Okay, Joanne. All right. There's a lot more I can actually share about Joanne, but I don't have that much time, unfortunately. Okay. Anyway. So next, to honor Bishop Ria. Bishop Ria, can you turn on your cam? Are you there?
He was a moment ago. He'll reappear.
Ria? Oh, he was over there? Okay. So I will go on to Melanie. Melanie, I don't know how I met her, but I think I had approached her to something on, I don't know, something on videos, something like that. So then I asked her, I said, could you help showcase our participants? She took a little while to think about it, but she came back and she said, yes. And again, she came in as a partner, sponsor, and I remember she interviewed so many people. Whatever I would ask her, she would do it. And she did it with such professionalism. And that was back in, I think, 2020, right? 2020, she did that. And whenever when you ask her anything, and because she starts with trust, and she has faith in you. I mean, she had faith in me and also everybody else together. So whenever I would suggest something, she would always start with a yes. It's like, this is the way she is, because she believes, and she would do it so well. And she's been doing it so well. So she is also another sister and friend. And we're doing another training program I'm doing together with her. It's called the Untouchable Create Super Creative. So it's been working out wonderfully. Yes, and Trust You Fully for Life, partnership with Expert Channel TV, which she heads. And we have a strategic alliance with her. And I pray that Expert Channel TV flourishes as Golden Door flourishes and grows.
Very good.
As we grow, they will also grow. And as we grow, authentic business also grows. She was just starting out Expert Channel TV. It was just an idea at that time. Doesn't matter. It's enough. It's not just the idea, it's the person. Right? Ideas can come anywhere, but if the person doesn't have sound grounding, then it doesn't work. Okay, Bishop Ria. Bishop Ria, you know that I call you like my godfather. You know that? Ever since I lost my father, I thought, okay, he's my godfather. I just self-appointed you. I didn't tell you, right? Because the time when I was going through the trauma, he talked to me for 2 hours on the phone, and I just met him. I said, who is this gentleman, this wonderful man, comforting me and talking to me and advising me? And I got some, like, somebody was trying to defame me, he didn't bother. He said, I'm by your side. He didn't bother about that. He said, I'm by your side and I'm with you. We continue this together because I know that he's also gone through things like that, because he's my minority in Israel, Arab, Palestinian, all this. You go through all these things as a truth advocate, as an activist, you go through these things, but you have to stand by each other, especially when you know the other person is doing something which is important. And amazing that I had just met him and he's committed fully. Bishop Ria Al-Assad is 80 years old, but he always makes it an effort to come for every meeting. I don't even know why. He's traveled so much and he makes it an effort. Exhausted, I can't understand why. I said, you don't even need to come. No, he has to be there. I have to honor. This is unbelievable. So thank you. You can say a few words after that. Thank you so much. I honor you and I have you in my heart. Michael Yap, I've only just been introduced to you by Kirpal Singh, but I don't know why, but you're such a beautiful person, encouraging me all along the way and the others. I think it's just an introduction, which was about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. And you've been encouraging along the way. Send me books, send me poems of encouragement, messages and quotes. I said, who is this gentleman? What is this? Another angel has come who believes fully, encouraging. This is another pillar. I shared with Kirpal all what you were saying, and he says, you see, my friends are so great. It's okay. Yep. Yeah, all your friends are great. Okay, so yep. Michael, yep. So I hope that you stay with us as we go through this journey, because the journey is just starting. We were just planting the seed. The seed was very weak last year and the year before. It was very weak. Now it's just strengthening. And now it needs to germinate, as I shared before. It needs to germinate and grow. I don't know. I have to, and then of course, the other partner I'm trying to bring in. And then I also honor the ambassadors. Partner A2, where are you? A2. Okay. This is the Rex Kamavir. We partner with them quite early on. This is the Golden Door has 2 awards. One is the main awards, and the second one is the emphasis on the change champion. So it's like those main awardees, we will start looking at them and we'll assess their value as a change champion. And those few of them may get that medal. So we have that partnership with Rex and through A2, and she's here. And it's again been a 2-year partnership. That time it was just starting out. And they provided value to Golden Door. We have that in conjunction with iCongo, in partnership with UN medal. That's a good branding they've added to us, given to us. We had to work on a lot of things, but we're very open with each other. Again, I pray that we continue having a good relationship. Okay, it has to be in the same pathway and mutually beneficial. And I hope that it'll be smooth as we all. That's important. Smooth and peaceful and harmonious as we aim for the world. Our pathway and our growth should be smooth, peaceful, and harmonious and loving. Everything that we're doing, the bond of love should be there. Okay. Ambassadors. Roshni, where's Roshni? Golden Door Ambassador. She was the shared winner last year. And where's Tony? Tony's not there because it's kind of late. Tony from New Zealand is not here because it's late in New Zealand.
So 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it's too late. Roshni?
Bedtime for growing adults.
Roshni is such A wonderful
Hi.
person.
Namaste, everyone.
Roshni is such a wonderful, she was a winner for the essay segment last year. And lo and behold, she has become a important part of Golden Dawn. She has just been, I've just asked her to be part of the committee. She had worked hard to help get the guest of honor. She had helped with the structure, the event. She gave advice, this needs to be done. She's very meticulous. Sometimes it gets a bit irritating, but it's okay. But she is meticulous and very loving in her approach. Where are you, Roshni? Oh, Roshni, you're there.
I'm there.
Deeply spiritual lady. She and a very powerful activist. She also runs her own foundation. She had brought powerful people who are really advocates of truth and integrity in her panel. If you watched her panel, Tyranny of Taboos, unbelievable panel. Yeah, unbelievable. You should watch it. The quality of the people she brought, amazing. So I said, this lady is a gem. She needs to be part of this. She's not just, she is a committee member. Yeah. I wish I could honor Tony Knight, but I would like to bring in Talula. She volunteered to head as a Golden Dawn ambassador. Where's Talula? We're almost done, by the way. Where's Talula? Talula De Silva was also a winner, shared winner last year for the essay. And she volunteered to head a shared project, Golden Door Authentic Business Project, which is an interviews project which goes into a book for the authentic leaders of purpose, truth, and integrity. Talula, are you there? Where are you? I can't see you.
She's there in the attendees.
Yeah, I know, but I promoted her, but she's not coming. So
She has to accept it.
yes. Okay, so she also has been with us, and she has taken this project of Golden Door very personally. She proactively gets involved. We don't need to ask her much. She just gets involved. It's just like Roshni also and Tony Knight. So I may have missed out some people. There's some people who are not here. They've got other partners also. But if you're watching this video, just let you know that Golden Door is just beginning. And I invite you to keep walking in faith and know that this is about us, for the community, for the society. It's not about me. Andrew messaged me earlier and he said to me, Tyra, you know what you are? You are the guardian now. I was wondering, what is this? I'm the guardian. He said, you have to take on the role as guardian. It's interesting. I need to think about this. Yes. And everybody else now, all the speakers who came in to volunteer to speak, I would like to thank you for being there. I know not all of you are here. All those who contributed essays, chapters for the Golden Truths book, which will be set up as a foundation. Thank you, Alula. Talula, you're here.
Yes.
Thank you. You heard what I said, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for all those contributing authors. I know that the book took some time, but I had to see what it becomes. Now I know what it is. The Golden Truths book is the foundation for the Golden Truths Foundation, which Dr. Kirpal will be the vice chair. We're going to decide on the chairperson. It is just to raise awareness on writing, truth, and also integrity. That's going to be we're deciding a charity organization. It's incorporated in Singapore. Be separate, it'll be associated with the awards in some way. So we're setting up the board members. One more person who's not here, amazing gentleman from Indonesia who's now based in Singapore, Prajna Udaya, who came in as one of the earliest sponsors. He is also now on an executive committee, came family of billionaires, but gave up all his wealth to build on his own. And now he's making a lot. So this is a man who gave up everything, like like Buddha, and now on his own, walking that journey. very humble gentleman. Unfortunately, he's not here. I wish you could meet him. But you met him probably in the opening ceremony when he gave the prizes, right? When he announced. That's Prajna Mudaya. I wanted to honor him also because he said, whatever I say to him, he says, I'm with Golden Dawn. I'm in it. I'm swimming in it. And what I want to, that's all I wanted to say from my heart. And I'm excited what is moving forward. I have to reflect now with Andrew. We will reflect together and others and carve out the bigger milestone forward. Thank you so much. And I pass it over. And all the audience watching, you are also part of the community. Reach out to us. Oh, what is the noise? That is our wonderful Kirpala. So he forgot to mute. Okay, so all the part of the audience, you're watching and you're listening and you're inspired and you think, this is the community for me. This is my tribe. Reach out to us and maybe you could be part of this. We are forming, we are formulating. It's about people. It's about vision. It's about heart. I pass it over to MCs who are going to start off maybe a few words from them, and they're gonna, and also any of you who I've honored, if you want to say a few words also, short, and we're gonna have that networking. Over to you, Rob and Joanne.
Yep.
Wow. Tahira, thank you so much. Thank you for having courage and the light to start and lead this process, because without that, there is nothing to spark what is allowing all the rest of us to show up. But I'd just like to open the floor to any of the people who are up on panel before we go and work out the technical joys of how we create breakout rooms in a webinar. I'm sure there's a technique, but it's not one that I have control over. Would anyone have something that they'd like to add and share in this moment?
Something is echoing.
I tell you, technology is a beautiful thing, except when it doesn't do exactly what we want when we want it to do it on the dot. And then we have other words for it.
I would like to just add on a few words.
Yeah.
That all our champions and winners of this year and last year, rather than waiting for next August, July, August, I would say if we could reach out with little links of this year and last year's, talks and the days, and reach out to friends who we think, like I had few friends participate this time who had never written before, but the very fact of them getting onto a global platform and giving them the courage to put their words out onto paper is a big step. So without judging who is good in writing, who is not good in writing, if we could just share our heart out through a mail, through a WhatsApp message, that hey guys, this is a global platform, and try out, express your truth, and you never know where it takes you. I think that could be nice to kind of sending fillers every 2 months right from now onwards to different groups of friends, so that we build up a good network of truth writers and warriors by the time the 2022 comes, and that increases the hell of a load on Joanne, our chief judge for next year. But I'm sure she is come on everyone.
Okay,
ready to roar.
thank you, Roshni. Oh my God, you see, with my muddled up mind, how could I forget one person? How could I forget Rob? How could I forget Rob? I'm so upset with myself. Rob Salisbury, the funny guy who sends me funny videos and odd messages here and there. The man who encourages, the encourager. How could I forget you? I had not forgotten you. It's just that I got caught in the moment.
It's okay, darling. It's okay.
No, it's not forgotten. It's just there. Just got scrambled a little bit. I got distracted when Kirpal turned on, forgot the mute. Okay. No, Rob Salisbury.
I feel the love. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. No. Can you keep quiet?
Get him blushing. It'll be a lot of fun.
Can you keep quiet, Rob? Can you give him a hug for me? No, can you give him a hug for me, Joanne? Oh, that's from me, by the way. A big one, big one. Okay, good. So Rob, oh
We've
my
been masters and
God.
commanders on this
And
journey.
now this is the soldier. He's the one who's not interested in all the fluff. He wants to be on the ground. He's looking at all the details. He reports. It's like he's reporting to the sergeant. That's how is his behavior. I get this messages. He's like updating. I was wondering, who's this guy? He's like a soldier, really. It's fighting a battle, and he's trying to prevent the bad things from happening. So you got to get this sorted out. You need to get this done. He wants to make sure it's a smooth pathway. He is the one on the battlefield doing things and alerting all the time with heart, with a lot of heart and love and care. With care. He wants to do too much, I have to stop him. Please don't do too much, stop it. So thank you for being with us in this journey. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rob. Okay. Who wants to say something?
Namaste, everyone. Once again, so wonderful to see all of you. And this is a stellar, splendid team and a stellar, splendid show of 3 days. Thank you so much. And we at Rex Karamveer Global Fellowship and Karamveer Chakra Awards are absolutely thrilled to be the partners, and everything that we've been witnessing for the 3 days resonates with our mission, vision, and that is the reason that we are together journeying in the second season. And I look forward to a long, fruitful, beautiful, truthful journey. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all the winners, and congratulations to Tahira and each one of you who made these 3 days spectacular. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Itu. Anybody else before we go on to the next part for networking? Just share anything you want to say, just say it. Don't be shy.
Some of my short words that I share amongst the workshops and the people that I'm involved with, especially during this last few days, have been just 4 simple words, and it has a lot to say now about where you're going. The best is yet. The best is yet. And you can put any words after that, but I really believe the best is yet. And we want to thank you for all that you've done. It's been just such a joy. Long distance, challenging, phone calls, everything in between, but it's been an absolute joy, and the best is yet. So take the rest of the night off.
After we've done a little bit of networking.
After? Yeah.
Only a little bit. Anybody else have something they'd like to add at this stage before?
I just want to say that I have to leave almost immediately, but I have enjoyed the last session, and I've heard a lot of things which are very inspirational. And I thank you very much for allowing me to participate in this discussion.
Rob,
thank you.
Rob,
thank you, Kapal.
Thank you, Rob, for being part of this.
Enjoyed myself.
Wanted to really thank you for joining us in this panel. We hope to see you again and being more involved also.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being enthusiastic.
Okay, I have to leave right now.
Yes, please take care and rest. Talk soon.
Thank you, Tavira. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kapal. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye. So shall we move on to the networking and bring?
I think I'm going to bask in this glorious picture of these amazing people who have contributed so much and who we're going on to our next stage of journey with as we go into year 3. When I just think about what's possible with the committee, with what's been created so far, with what Itu and Rex have done, what Roshini's forward with inspiring and enlivening the whole ambassadorial process, and how Tallulah has created substance in areas that we just wouldn't have anticipated was going to exist and be possible. The way Melanie saw a set of truth that she wanted to shine light on Expert TV, and how that in its truth has started creating other organizations and groups who've seen the power of the voices that you saw early on before people put sound to their voices. You were the first one to create the verbal platform, and then other authors started also appearing on some of the Rex platforms, and their words became life and living in another whole layer. It's been absolutely wonderful. Bishop, Michael, and Kirpal, I so look forward to seeing how each of you are going to be part of the leadership and the executive forward-looking process that is the Golden Door. And Tahira.
Yes?
This is where one has to hold the space of silence and love and appreciation.
Okay. Okay.
Because.
Just say a few words.
Yes.
I want to say thank you, Kirpa, for introducing me to Tahira and I think a whole team of beautiful people. I only know Tahira for 1 month or less, maybe 2 months. I bought the book. I read 9-10 chapters, and I wrote her a letter because she's in KL. Sent her 4 books, and I think within this 4 weeks to 6 weeks, I connected with her aspiration to do good, to bring good. And I think this journey of the 7 days, I think inspiring. Focus on the people. You will never go wrong. Focus on the people and on the individual. And from one to the next, I think this is the way to move forward. I sent her a short poem on the pre-opening. I said the sun is shining, the sun is smiling, the sun is celebrating. I think I know it must have been a hard journey for every one of you on board, because I've gone through myself this sort of journey in different way, different kind of events and things like that. It's hard work, no shortcuts, and it's hard work. It's coming from the heart as well. Oh, heart and hard work. I can feel it in the Golden Door. And Kirpa and I have been close friends. We worked together for many years in SMU. So I'm happy to get to know every one of you. And I think the journey of the Golden Door is a positive one. You have met so many friends. Bring them along with you. Carry each one of them with you. Establish a global solidarity of action and construct, I think, a bright future together. And Tahira, I am humbled by, I think you're honored. I didn't do very much, but I...
Okay, no, you have. Because you see, it's only been a short time. You've already done quite a lot just through your presence.
Just you wait, Michael.
Just being there, and your positive energy and your small little encouragements is a lot.
And Tahira, I'm going to do something on your behalf because you're stuck in KL. I think I'm going to take Rob and Joanne out together with Kirpa and whoever is in Singapore for a drink and makan and celebrate.
Now you're making me very upset.
Prajanov is here too.
You can go and meet them. You can go and meet them. It's all right. It's okay. Hopefully,
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Okay, so what's next now? What's next?
So what's next? So Tahira, this is where we're going to stretch the technology. I have to say, I think I have no control. But to create breakout groups or to get everybody so that people can...
I need to pass you the host, make you the host.
Okay, will that do it? Okay.
Yeah, let me do that.
This could be exciting.
What? I mean, just making you the host for this video is exciting.
Because the next piece is I have
okay.
I have to go and create breakout groups, assuming it will let me create breakout groups. And if it doesn't create breakout groups, then I'm the one who is the mortification.
Okay, so now...
That's performance pressure.
No, you're fine. Okay, so I'm just going to pass it to you. What is it? Rob.
Yes.
Yeah. So make host.
Yep.
Done. Now bring
my God.
in, even the audience are in.
Excellent.
Everyone in. You're host now.
Polls, raising hands, recording. Now, in theory, everybody
Everybody in this into breakout rooms randomly, I think.
Yes, I'm just looking at the technology that says setting up. We're in webinar mode, and I don't know you can do breakout rooms in webinar mode. That is the only
There is
technology.
no, there wouldn't be.
Melanie, we need your magic, Melanie.
Then
Let's put in.
oh yeah, there's no breakout room, right?
Yeah.
Then we have to give the shift into the, those who want to join in for networking will go into the other meeting room then.
Yes. So what we will have to do is, okay, I'm going to, no, that doesn't work. I was going to be able to invite people. I'm just trying to now. This is so much fun. Watching MD.
Roshni, what should we do? Roshni, should we, yeah.
If you go into your browser settings of the Zoom and see in your webinar settings, webinar category, over there, just see if it is giving you an option, depending on the plan sometimes, but over there you need to make the change. That allow breakout rooms or something of that sort might be there, which you need to check on. So if you tick mark, it will appear over here.
Actually, if you go to participants, then it opens a window which says contact Zoom rooms and email. So you can click on Zoom rooms and it says Zoom room 1, room 2, room 3.
You want to do it, Talula, you want to do it? Shall we pass it to you to do it?
I think so. Because you clearly.
Okay, can you pass the make host to Talula since you're there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Let her do it then.
Of course, it's always good to have someone who knows what they're doing.
So Tahira, you want me to put all of us into 3 groups?
I don't know. Yes, Johansson can suggest.
I think all could be in one room and then it could be an open chat so that everybody can meet everyone, because other people might not know how to swap rooms.
There we go. Tallulah, I've just made you host. See everybody who is here. You're getting to watch the whole hot potato process happening. Okay. The good thing is we'll be able to say very confidently that everybody was well looked after in the process. So let me again say thank you very much to absolutely everyone who's been online this evening and been participating in that, because the truth is it's the community of everybody who's here. I know there are a couple of people asking when the friendship workshop.
20th of September, 8 p.m.
20th? Yeah. And Singapore evening.
Singapore time, 8 p.m. Yeah.
Yes. So put that in your diary. So that would be, I'm not even going to guess, UK could have, Europe could have already done a summer winter time shift. So I'm not even going to guess on the global time there.
Yeah. We will send a broadcast on this tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm stuck, Joanne.
Yep.
Because when I click on room 1 and it doesn't seem to prompt what to do.
Who knows how to do it? Roshni, do you know how to do it?
I actually think
this is what I'm saying. Unless it is changed from the main settings where the host has said that you are allowing the rooms, it will not give us the option over here.
Okay. In that case.
So shall we? I mean, we can't do it, so we postpone this till the 20th, maybe. What do you think?
I think so.
Let's postpone it to 20th. All right, because people are tired.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's
must be tired.
Part of friendship.
I think we can close on a high note.
Yes, close on a high note. 20th.
Tahira, if you have the video, if you maybe Tallulah can make you the host again. If you have yesterday's video and you would like to play for people who have not seen.
Which video?
Oh, lovely idea. The opening video, Tahira.
Opening video, Tahira, about your vision.
Yes,
and that would be a great closing for people who have not seen, maybe.
I think so. That is an excellent suggestion.
Can I read a few lines of poetry before we move on to this one?
Go ahead.
Keep it on the high notes. The bright light of peace, all the world, advancing in joyful harmony, a world light. By the bright cheer of peace, In such a world, our spirits grow and expand with each passing day. There is no lonely isolation. For you and for me, so powerless and alienated on our own, the dazzling allure of a life fully free from frustration and defeat. But in a world filled with lies, genuine peace cannot be found. True happiness or peace can never exist where heart merge in dark fusion. Just a few more lines, is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
The creeping approach of devious authority in bombast and strife can never give rise to a sure and certain peace. In order to live true to your sincere conviction, create a world where many share your honest view of life. Here you will find a world of peace. I think I will stop here. I think what everyone in these 3 days are trying to struggling basically is to fight for peace. I think we have a good group of people here, heart linked to heart, and we can fight for peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And it's so good to see you on tonight, Kirpal. Thank you for leading that wonderful poetry workshop. That was masterful. And a quick shout out to Melanie. What you did on September 2nd and September 3rd last week to interview everybody was nothing short of a huge investment. So you went right past the gold bar standard, right to platinum standard. Honestly, it was just absolutely great. And the workshops by Tula and also Roshani, I was involved and watched them all from behind the scenes. Just flawless. Thank you so much for putting together a great program for everybody. Can't wait to get started. And over to you, Joe, so we can close this out.
Oh, yeah.
I have the short version of that video.
Excellent, perfect. Now, so let us just say, as the final notice before Tahira presses play, because that will be the final piece. That'll be that wonderful. You know, when you've had like an amazing dramatic movie, and there's that piece where it all that final scene where it all comes together. This is what she's going to play. So absolutely huge thanks. Thank you again to Rex, who was for showing up. Thank you,
Thank you too.
Thank you, Prajna, for sponsoring. Okay. Everybody who's here, thanks everybody who is on as a participant, absolutely gorgeous. And thank you, Tahira. And over to you.
Thank you. Okay, you need to make me a host so I can show this short video.
Tahira, I'm back at host again, am I? Oh my God.
No, Talula is the host.
Talula, you need to make me a host.
But Talula's video has frozen.
Okay,
now it's
make
back.
me a host so I can share the video. It's a 2 minutes.
We'll talk later, Roshani. Awesome stuff, girl. Proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rob. Lots of love.
Done? Roshni, Talula, I can't do it. Please make me a host so we can close.
So I need to go to the participant.
Everyone, cheers to
Yeah,
you.
you can click.
Wine.
You can click on Tahira's name, Talula, and then you will see
Cheers to
right-click
everyone.
options.
Yes.
Well
Yes,
done. Well done. Rob and Joanne, hats off. My goodness.
Thanks.
I don't know how you did it.
Done?
And, and drum roll for the Hollywood actress Milene in house.
Talula, are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, so all right. So we're going to show the short one. This is 2 minutes. I wonder who's watched this. I think most.
Carry the legacy. Iran and its actions overnight launching a ballistic missile attack on air bases.
My brother was with me by the hospital bed with my late father. The sound of the BBC radio station was playing in the background. The quaint AM/FM radio my brother bought for my father to keep him up to date with the news developments of the world, while he spent his last days in palliative care at the hospital. Fluctuating between life and death, he cringed lifelessly on the hospital bed as he struggled to speak. At that time, I really wanted to seek his advice about a truth creation initiative. He was in transition, a delicate tendril between life and the afterlife. What are your thoughts of an initiative that would recognize and reward writers of truth and integrity.
It's too clean for this world. Do it anyway.
This occurred just 6 weeks before COVID-19 was declared by the World Health Organization to be a global pandemic. Souls in that stage see beyond the limiting boundaries and labels that we as humans place on ourselves and on others. It was the best advice ever. Do it anyway.
The producers of this are here. If the producers of this are here, can you hear me?
See if they're in there. Yeah.
Elaine Sturgis.
Elaine is here.
Yeah. So please.
Because you're host, I think you could bring her up.
Yes,
absolutely amazing.
Sturgis.
I thoroughly love what Bookstream and the producers are doing is they're taking the written word and creating a structure that allows it to be produced in the style of a Hollywood movie. It's absolutely amazing, and what we've seen with Tahira's piece is just stunning. So Elaine.
Hello, Elaine.
Hello. Hey. I've popped in and out a couple of times. Amazing event, Tahira. It's been superb. What a great group of people.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for your effort and your hard work and walking with us in this, even though we just.
It's a great message, and it was a fantastic experience to put it together as well, because it's so powerful, and hopefully we can help in the future as well, and create more material to help carry your message forward.
Where's Tom Watts and Christopher Connell?
Unfortunately, Tom's filming, and I think Chris is still. He was amazing actually, because he had COVID, and so he came on. The poor guy, he came on to create the piece, and he was exhausted every 2 minutes. Bless him. I think he's sort of still struggling a little bit to recover. But they both send their regards and best wishes, and I know that they were both really inspired by creating it for you. So
Okay. Thank you, and you've actually changed the convention just by creating that.
Oh, thank you. That's a fantastic. That makes me feel.
The messages I got, that it was very profound and it was moving, that moved hearts. Just that was 14 minutes. Yeah.
Thank you. Excellent. And I think what the next piece would be really lovely is to just sort of tweak it so that you can use it to promote the book and the new book coming forward from here. So because I think that core message is wonderful. I love actually the Golden Door as well. Rob holding up that.
He's read my book. Yeah. And then you will hopefully we'll see what happens with the future winners. We'll work out things what happens with Golden Door.
Absolutely. What did you do? Buzzing already.
I'm not selling my book.
It's the only book we have that's a Golden Door here.
No, my book is not in promotion right now. I'm not the focus here. It's the winners. Okay. Please move away my book. All right. Okay. So anyway, have a great evening. Thanks, MCs. Thank you, Michael. Yeah. Thank you, Elaine. Everybody else watching. All those I've not mentioned. The winners. I can see Annette Greenwood, Adriana, Bindia, who's part of the audience. Wonderful, and a few others. Wai Ching, Richard, winner, Samara, one of the audience, and so on and so forth. Thank you, and you're part of the family. See you then. Have a good rest, and I'm passing on the magic to you. Miracles and magic. Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Thank